to run this tempo. They want to try to do something to get a spark going to create a big play.
They'll keep it on the ground. Stopped again, and at least they made it back to the line of scrimmage this time.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get those running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
You want to know what impact home field advantage can have? There it is. The offense will walk it back. Still third down, but a little less manageable after that penalty. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. From the gun on third down, Iyamaliama. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and fourth down's coming.
Great job by the defense dialing out some pressure on third down. They hit the quarterback and forced the injury.
Guys, look at this. They're going to gamble and go for it here on fourth and long. Fourth down, Iyamaliama. They make the stop, and not before. He gets enough to convert on fourth down, and rolling the dice pays off.
And they're showing you their intentions early in the game. It's fourth down, you're in your own end. We're going to be aggressive. We're not just going to do this early. We're going to do this all game long. Awesome execution on a critical game.
The Bruins look to keep this drive humming. Here's Iyamaliama to throw.
And man, you don't have to be a great play caller to give that guy the football, right? Like, feature him. The offense goes through him. You've got to love this running back. And he just finds a way to make those chunk plays like he just did, setting the tone. And Palmer, sometimes the defense, they need to see you for a second so they realize how fast, how powerful, how good you are.
Yeah, and the defense said all the right things leading up to this game. We're focused on stopping the run. We want to be the more physical team. We're going to make them one-dimensional. Well, you just got to run down your throat early. Everybody has a plan until they get punched in the face. So for this defense now it's time to show up. You got to bow up now and start doing something about it. They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
Saying in the gun on third down. Shoots it to the left. Oh, they really could have used that pass there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down. Move. Iyamaliama to throw for it on fourth. He uncorks a bullet to the right. Makes the grab. He's got a first down. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, UCLA.
Well, you know this offensive coordinator scripts his opening 10, 15 plays, and he didn't even need that. They went 9 plays and scored a touchdown. Everything working perfectly. They look like a well-oiled machine early in this game defensively.
From inside his own 15, looking for a crevice. He'll be brought down at the 22-yard line. Good coverage on that one. His return is stopped short of the 25. Johnson looking to throw. Here's the pressure. He's going to be able to pick up a few yards before the slide.
Hey, listen, it's important at that position to be able to be good off schedule. Everything's easy when it's on time. You get the ball out. But when things break down and they get off schedule, you've got to have a guy back there that can make the right decisions. He did exactly that.
That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43.
You know, as a defense, you can have the right call and the right guy in the right spot. but that guy's just too good. And how about the running back on that play? Just making it happen, breaking off the huge gain. It's tough to get these guys on the ground.
Ready, go! Looking to throw on first down. Not quite in rhythm there, incomplete.
Not seeing a lot of chemistry between the QB and his intended target on that play.
Plenty of work to do here on second and long. A designed run for the quarterback. Pulled down for the tackle.
Hey, great job getting in the backfield, making it very difficult to him to make reads and understand what the heck's going on. Bottling him up, that's the biggest thing. When you play a running quarterback, you want to bottle him up. You want to set those edges really, really firm and make him turn back inside where all the big boys are coming, and you don't let that speed get to the outside.
Some third down conversions tougher than others. This one, a long one on third down from the 43. Makes the grab on the left. Good effort, but he's going to come up a little bit short. It'll be fourth down and 1. And the Wildcats will go for it on fourth down.
Return! Go!
He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And down he goes. A sack on fourth down, and the defense gets the football back.
He had nowhere to go with the football. Fourth down, you know he wants to make a play. I'd like for him to throw it up, to be honest. Try to give somebody an opportunity to make a play. Who cares about throw a pick? It's fourth down anyways. But he couldn't find anybody to get the ball off. Defense surrounds him, gets him to the ground with the sack.
You got to love the physicality up front by the defense. They're allowing only a minimal gain. These are big bodies on the D-line. They eat up blocks, allow the linebackers to run free and make stops.
Iamaleava pumps it downfield. Can't make the grab. Quarterback just missed him a little bit.
Well, the quarterback knew where he wanted to go with the ball. His intended target just wasn't open, so the quarterback made sure he put that football in the stands.
Plenty of time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Gonna run it. It's Knight. There's some room. Got enough for the first. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. That's the end of the quarter, and UCLA has the lead. Take a look at the numbers for the first quarter. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second. So first down here as they go back to work. Dropping back, it's Iamaleava. Throws toward the end zone. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play.
Nice job by the defense there, taking all throws away from the quarterback. He had nowhere to put that football in the field of play, so that ball obviously had to go out of bounds.
Sends it back in motion. Throwing, Iamaleava. Got it behind the line. It's Knight. And they pick up just a few on that completion. And the Bruins are in the hurry-up. Might be changing the route. Third down in the gun, Iamaleava. He's got him. He stopped just short of the goal line at the 1. An explosive play has him set up.
Defenses are put in such a tough spot when offenses get in third and short because the whole playbook is open and they go with the pass. I love it. They sneak the pass in there. Nice success. Great job by the quarterback getting rid of the football, getting the first down, now set up first and goal.
Keeping it on the ground on first and goal. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Bruins.
I love running backs that have a nose for the goal line, understand how to get there, finish strong into the end zone, know I get 6, and then go celebrate with your boys.
And he makes the extra point.
UCLA 14, Kansas State 0.
Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. Nice return there, and he'll be dragged down at the 34.
First and 10.
Wildcats come out to get things going on offense. They've got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on fourth down, David.
Yeah, and they put a little bit of a drive together, but, Jesse, they stalled on the other side of the field, and they got to find a way to keep that momentum going as they get closer to the end zone.
I agree. I do like their mindset, though, and I think they need to continue being aggressive moving forward in this game.
And, man, I love his courage to run the football, and I think it's necessary for the team. Sometimes you got to do that, but, man, see the surroundings, right? Like, know when guys are around you. He gets hit late at the end of that play, and he got decked. You do not want to take those shots throughout a game. They will add up, and sometimes it will affect your throwing. That's too big of a hit to be taken for this quarterback.
Second down coming up. Off play action. He'll pull it down. Slides to the ground. He got away and picked up the first down on a second and long.
He does a good job of dropping back, going through his progressions. Nothing there. What do? Go get some yardage. Make it positive. Don't sit back in the pocket and force something into a bad situation or take a sack. Great job making something out of nothing.
The offense will put in play from the 47 on 1st and 10. Going for the big play. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
You know, if you're going to complete these dagger throws, you've got to have great anticipation as a quarterback. You almost got to throw it before the receiver comes out of the break. You need better timing on it.
Might have a chance. Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and a score on this drive would do wonders for their confidence. The line to gain here is the 43-yard line, and it's third down.
Go!
Unloads quickly. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down.
Well, this team got themselves in a hole really quickly. Good things need to start happening, and they got to happen now. There's a big play that the offense desperately needed. A big pitch and catch. That's going to give them some confidence. That hopefully shifts the momentum their way a little bit. But they've got to cap this off now with a touchdown cut into their opponent's lead.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second.
Breaks into the open. He'll be brought down inside the 10-yard line at the 9.
What a run. Great speed, great vision, elusiveness, and David, he's tackled down close to the goal line.
Yeah, and this offense, when you can run the football like this, man, you will have success, especially in the...
And he's in. Pounding his way in.
It's a nice drive, and this physicality. This offense is doing a nice job creating some momentum. Cutting down the lead. This thing could get really exciting. Nice job answering the bell right before that.
They'll try to tack one more on their score.
For the extra point.
And after the extra point, they've cut the lead in half, down 14-7. An impressive 66-yard touchdown drive. And what a way to finish it with a 9-yard touchdown run. He'll bring it out. It's Jordan. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out in the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. On the ground, it's Knight. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. The Bruins will hustle to the line.
Nice job by this defense creating that negative play. That's what all defenses want to do. But look at this. This offense, they ain't scared. Right back on the ball, ready to run another play, ready to make this defense work.
You know, the runner just has to have a little bit more patience. He bounced that thing outside a little too early, and as a result, lost yards.
Let's go.
Just listen to the little apple. You can hear it all the way to the big apple as they try to get the defense off the field. Now, Iamaleava. Time to take a shot. Makes the grab on the left side. Finds some room. What a play to get it inside the red zone, and they are set up at the 17.
And that receiver had nobody around. That has got to be embarrassing for the defense. When you let someone that deep downfield go completely uncovered.
They say it's still a game of field position, and that last one just flipped this baby. They've got 1st and 10 in the red zone. Runs through a tackle. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. The Bruins call timeout. It's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. Quarterback making adjustments. Here's Iamaleava to throw. He's got it. Touchdown, Bruins! And they take it in for 6 more points. Lining up to add another. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they top it off with a 14-yard pass for the touchdown.
Kansas State, 7.
And he's coming out of the end zone. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. And it's late in the half. Here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be?
Ready, go.
Johnson wants to throw it. Unloads to the right. And his throw is incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
He's down at the 25-yard line. Waning moments of the first half. It is a 1st down. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays.
Ready, go.
To the air on 1st down. Unloads to the wideout. He's got an open man. And defense got gas, but they finally get him to the turf at the 47. As we close in on halftime, a timeout is taken here. Just enough time for one final play of the half. Looking downfield on 1st down. Fires to the wideout. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. And he's dragged down after the interception, and that's how we'll close out the first half.